Welcome to Frank's Self-Love and Self-Empowerment channel. Today I would like to talk about an issue that can be a big obstacle on your path to loving yourself ever more fully. As I've already mentioned in previous videos, it is very important to become aware of what's going on in your mind. It's very important to pay attention to the daily mind chatter and especially to this internal voice in your own head. It's important to pay attention to what you're telling yourself all day long. And sometimes these internal conversations that you hold with yourself can be very negative. And behind this self-talk, and especially behind these negative conversations that are going on in your own mind, there are also negative beliefs that you hold about yourself. And the fundamental beliefs that you have of yourself, they form your self-image. And a very negative belief that I have found in my own life is the belief I am not good enough. And what happens in your own life if you believe that you are not good enough? Just take a moment and think about it. If you have this belief, I'm not good enough, how does that affect your life? How do you feel about yourself and in relation to other people? And also in relation to your own needs if you feel that you are not good enough? Yes, you're right. If you don't feel good enough, then you also feel that you don't deserve to have, to live, or to create the kind of life that you really long for. If you believe that you are not good enough, then it will also be very difficult in your own life to really ask for what you really want, and also to really feel that you can have what you really long for. And so this basic belief that you are not good enough goes hand in hand with the belief that you don't deserve the good that life has to offer. And of course, we don't only have negative beliefs, we also have positive beliefs that we hold within our psyche, within our consciousness. But it's very important to pay attention where in your life are you not living the kind of life you long for? Where in your life do you settle for less than what you really desire in your own heart? Where in your life do you not really stand up for what your truth is? Where in your life don't you really express your needs clearly in relation to your family, to your loved ones, to your friends, or to your colleagues? And if you look at this behavior and you go a little bit deeper, what is the fundamental belief that you find which makes you not stand up for yourself, which makes you to settle down for, in quotes, a second-class life? Which are the areas in your life where you don't affirm, where you don't go for what you really long for? Just take some time. Maybe you can even pause the video, or after watching this video, just take some time and look at the different areas of your life. This can be your health, your relationship with your body, it can be your relationship with others, loved ones, family, colleagues. It can be your relationship to money and finances. It can be your relationship to spirituality, the deeper meaning of life, what you really would like to live, what the meaning and the purpose of your life is. So just look at these different areas of life and see, are you really living what you long for? And if you're not yet living that, are you really going for what you want in your life? Do you really put in the energy and the focus in order to create in all areas of your life the kind of life that you long for? And if not, why not? So just pause for a moment and ask yourself very honestly this question. And so what I suggest in this video is that you pay attention to your fundamental beliefs that you hold about yourself and life in general. Do you believe that you are good enough to love yourself? Do you believe that you deserve to love yourself? Do you believe that you deserve to feel good about yourself? Do you believe that you're good enough to feel love for yourself, that you can accept yourself, that you can appreciate yourself, that you can acknowledge yourself for who you are, that you can also forgive yourself your shortcomings, and that you can forgive yourself the mistakes in your life? Do you feel that you are good enough and that you deserve to give yourself that kind of love, that kind of appreciation, that kind of validation? And do you believe that you deserve to affirm yourself, to say what your needs are, to stand up for your truth, and if necessary also to set a limit to another person, to say, you know, I don't agree with this point of view, or to say, you know, I really have another need in this moment, so I would prefer not to engage in that activity with you right now. So you see, your sense of feeling good enough, your sense of feeling you deserve to have what you long for in your life, that will also change the way you relate to yourself and to others, and especially how you act in the world. If you focus on your goals, on your projects, on your life visions, and if you put energy into that, if you go for it, and if you try with your best that you have to realize your goals and to make your life the kind of life that you long for. And if you don't really feel you deserve, if you don't feel good enough, then it will be very difficult for you to pursue what your heart urges you to do. Because your mind will put you down. Your mind will say, who do you think you are? Who do you think you are that you deserve such a good life? You should be content with where you are. And of course, it is important to be content. It is important to appreciate what's already good in your life. But it doesn't mean you have to end there. It doesn't mean that you cannot evolve. It doesn't mean that you can make your life even more full, even more beautiful. In other words, that you do whatever it takes to create an even more fulfilling and even more beautiful life. But in order to do that, you have to address the beliefs, the attitudes and the convictions and the self-images that you hold of yourself, which prevent you from feeling good enough to have, to live, to create the kind of life that you long for. And that's why it's so important to identify these negative beliefs, these negative self-images that you hold of yourselves, and eventually to begin to replace these negative beliefs, and especially this one negative belief that says, I am not good enough, or I don't deserve. And to replace these two fundamental beliefs by I am good enough and I do deserve. And what's important is that you find the kind of words that resonate with you. And the more you feel that you are good enough, and the more that you can convince yourself that you are good enough, the more you will also feel that you deserve to feel good, that you deserve to be happy, that you deserve to be healthy, that you deserve to have the financial resources, the profession, the work, the clients that you long for, that you can have the kind of relationships you long for, the kind of friendships, that you can have meaning in your life, and that you do deserve, and that you can live and create a fulfilling, uplifting, and empowering life and lifestyle. And so what I have found in my own work, through my own path of loving myself, is that it is really crucial to identify the limiting, restricting, and so-called negative beliefs that we hold about ourselves in our consciousness and in our psyche, in order to transform them into positive, loving, and self-empowering beliefs. So I would like to encourage you to pay attention to your inner conversations and to see if maybe you also hold this belief, I'm not good enough and I don't deserve, inside yourself. And if you do, then please begin to rewrite this belief. And as you do, you have a chance to reprogram your consciousness by feeding yourself new ideas, new positive, self-empowering ideas about yourself, which fundamentally says, I am good enough, I am lovable, and I deserve to live fulfillment and to create fulfillment in all areas of my life. I hope this video has been inspiring to you, and I hope that it will motivate you to identify the limiting ideas in your own life, the limiting beliefs, and to start transforming them as you begin to feed yourself more self-empowering and more loving ideas and beliefs about yourself. I wish you a great day, and I look forward to seeing you again. Take good care. Bye-bye.